Butts.
It's butt time.
Heinies. Keisters. Booties.
Beef slaughterhouse.
Beef slaughterhouse.
No.
Beef slaughterhouse.
Beef fizz.
Beef fit.
No.
Beef fizz.
Chicken fizz.
All right. So last time you convened with General Grimstock, or Duke
Grimstad.
Grimstad,
You got it.
with the smarmy asshole whose name escapes me because I can't remember anything.
Lyle.
Vidar.
You folks?
No, not. Swear to God, I
Vidar?
will fucking turn this entire thing around if you don't shut the fuck up about your stupid beef thing. Vidar. Vidar, that's his name. Vidar and Lyle's childhood friend, who hates him now, sort of, kind of. It's complicated. You informed him of the situation, and he informed you that the army of the Emperor and the armies of Emperor California Roll is mustering to assault the Order of the Last Tower to rejoin the two halves of the Gladys and consume the world. You are all now tasked with preparing yourselves for the battle ahead. We have 2 clocks. One will be tracking the progress of the Gladys and their march toward the last tower. That will be ticking up over the course of you guys preparing. Not fully, but it will be ticking up somewhat as they get closer. And you guys are tasked with building up the green clock, which represents your shield against the attacks of the Gladys and preventing them from reaching that point. And
No pressure, right?
Yes, all the pressure. If you fail, everyone dies, and this entire world is doomed.
All right. Well.
And I will be very clear. That means all of you die. All of you die. Everyone dies.
Wow. All right.
There will be no one spared.
But I died.
Also, side note, as a result of your trip to the mountain and meeting with the spirits of the dead and speaking with them and getting insights into the world and what you have to do, you all have new moves.
Yes.
I wrote them. You are welcome to share them if you wish, and you're also welcome to hide them if you wish. The only thing that is likely to be similar, and if Adam, we'll probably need to talk because I need to work on yours more. Because I had trouble with yours and Apano's. I was not sure what to do for either of you, so we'll discuss it. Because there'll be time. Because these probably, I don't assume you're going to use these until we get to the final act here.
I see.
But the commonality between all of them is they are extremely powerful, and they will guarantee a version of success. They also likely will kill you.
Oh, cool.
Fun stuff.
If you fail, but you'll succeed at whatever you're trying to do, you just might also die and also kill a bunch of people around you.
No pressure, right?
No pressure. I mean, actually, no, I take that back. All the pressure. It's so much pressure. There's so much pressure.
Yes.
I'm scared.
You should be scared. They're very scary, but they're also very powerful. You can consider these the boons you all gained from venturing up the mountain.
Yes.
And again, they are subject to change if you have any complaints about them. And Adam and Apano, we will have to discuss more specifically what you want your guys' to be, in case those are not sufficient for either of you. I am fully okay with that. That is just what I came up with. So, acknowledging that.
In our DMs?
No.
No, they're on your sheet.
They're on your sheet.
Oh, I haven't looked at my sheet.
And again, you do not have to share them if you don't wish to. And maybe you don't.
Duly noted.
Okay.
Noted duly.
That might have saved me some time if I had known that before the conversation, but that's okay.
It might change depending on if you want it to change. I'm not convinced.
We can talk.
Yeah, we can talk about it. I need to add more consequences to yours, actually. I need to make it worse for you.
Damn.
That's
Alright.
fair.
Let's see. Is there any other thing I need to say out loud before we move on to you guys deciding what you want to do? Because this is basically going to be entirely you telling me what you're doing. The two ticks on your clock are you guys and the assumed cooperation and the guaranteed cooperation of these defectors and these rebels. And the rest will be whatever the fuck you do in preparation for this assault, I guess. Which I'm gonna, as a start here, I'm just gonna do this. A tick.
Oh, no.
No, the red clock is the ticker. I was thinking the green one was the ticker.
They both
The-
tick.
The
The
red one,
clocks.
the red one is the bad. The green one is the good. We want to bring.
Correct.
We need to get the good one up higher so that the bad one doesn't kill us.
Yeah.
And to be super clear of the consequences of these clocks, if you fill that, let's say you fill that clock up to full, if that ticks down at all, that means one of the factions or the things you did to prepare,
It's failed.
it doesn't fail, but consequences happen. Like if it's an army you recruit, a lot of that army will die if that ticks goes down, if not all of them. Or they get succumbed, or something bad will happen to them. If you get someone specific to be a tick on that clock, them being ticked off means
They
they're
died.
probably dead.
I don't like that. I'm scared.
So be very careful of what you make a tick on the clock, because you might lose them.
Okay.
I mean, I guess
Well,
that's
we'll have to be
technically a risk.
Let's be cautious.
It's like if we lose, everybody dies. So I mean, it's like
Yeah, it's if they die saving the world, they die for a good cause.
it's better they help us and then die than just die.
And just become part of the meat puppet.
I hate that.
Sacrifice the rook to take the queen.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
we
I
did
think
discuss.
that's all the scene.
Yes. Sorry.
That's all the scene dressing. So, all right. So we discussed going to the last tower first. Is the first thing we do? Was that true?
That was what we decided. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Then the party will use Laris's magic holes, which is a sentence.
I want to use her.
Don't say it
I want to
back.
use Laris's magic holes. Yeah.
All right, everybody, pile into her magic hole.
We've already made this joke. It's already too late.
I'm gonna use
We've made this
Laris's
joke
magic
several
holes. Okay.
You use
I don't
her
know if we'll all fit in
teleportation.
her magic hole.
That's kind of you have to go one at a time. It's fine.
I think we can probably make 2 or 3 at a time work.
And
Oh my god.
No, I bet she can get up to 5.
Goddamn.
we got to
Okay.
snort, we win.
So, you use the teleportation to get to the last tower quickly, and you are greeted with caution and surprise as you just kind of suddenly appear and bypass all their security, because they're supposed to be able to do that somehow. It turns out those holes are really good.
They are good. Goddamn.
But they quickly recognize you, and you convene a meeting with Natul. All right. Well, you guys tell me who do you want in this meeting? Like, what do you want? What's the plan here?
We want
I don't know what the
anybody,
plan is. You tell me.
anybody who's anybody at the last tower. Natul, obviously, as their leader. Eldon, because he's our boy. Hotaru, because she is here and she is a potential ally. Anybody else that's important? I don't know if there's anybody else
The
important.
Digi,
Oh, the skeleton.
Is-
Hell yeah.
if Way is around, maybe?
Twiddles my thumbs is way here.
Alden and Wei are not here.
Damn.
Eldon and Way are not here.
I want Eldon!
Where-
God damn it!
Wait,
If you get, I will tell you as a freebie, if you get Wei support, you also get Alden support.
Yes! Okay.
but okay, are we calling in? We're calling in Natul, Hotaru, and Eiji.
And
Yeah.
a bunch of other important people of the last tower. We don't need to name them. But basically, a bunch of important people of the last tower are all convened in a room with you, in a big meeting room.
Is the skeleton
Storm us their names.
Is the skeleton there?
Yes, the skeleton's there.
Yes.
Actually, no. She's no. She's not.
No,
She's
Mother.
not. She's not. Well, she'll be there, but she's not a combatant. She's a researcher.
Fine.
She's there though, right?
Fine.
She's what?
She's there though, right?
She's there.
Is
Yeah,
she
she's
here?
there. Why?
Yes.
She's super horny for the skeleton girl.
No.
Don't lie to me, you fucker.
I'm skeleton jelly. I'm skeleton jelly. Am I Skull Town jelly? No, I'm skeleton jelly.
He just wants to be her, is all.
He wants to be the skeleton lady?
Yeah.
She could make you. Well, no, you wouldn't become the skeleton. Your skeleton would become a character, though. Again, specifically, two different people. Again, to remind you how this works. Your skeleton is a separate person from you.
I remember.
Okay, I just want to make that extra clear. These semantics are very important to me. The skeleton semantics.
So suppose we should do this, have this conversation in character, but I just no. I'll wait to have it in character. I'll be good. Okay, so everybody
Natul
is
has brought.
assembled.
Yes, everyone is assembled. Natul is here. He is sitting behind in his chair. His specific chair. He's got a nice chair in this big meeting room. Everyone else has chairs. They're not as nice as his chair.
Who wants
He's
to?
old. He needs the extra support.
He's old. He's
That's-
very, very old.
Old man. Who wants to be the face? Who's starting? We should take turns.
I can be face.
Okay, you get this first. turn.
Unless
You got this.
unless somebody else wants to take the lead here, I think I'll have a pretty good scene later.
I promise to speak up and occasionally interrupt, but I'll let you take lead.
Yep, go for it.
Okay.
Yep, sounds good.
Natul, everybody, thank you for gathering with us here today. We have returned from our journey to the monks atop the mountains of Sunung. We have learned that the Cladis are much more closer to their ambition than we thought. They are currently gathering their armies in might to bring them down here on the Order of the Last Tower. King California Roll's court is... what's the word? Has been infiltrated by the Cladis, and the Emperor himself of Moros is on his way here, and he may be infected as well.
Yeah, they're compromised as fuck.
Yes.
They have
the only-
mustered an army to the south of us?
Yes, they are gathering in the across. They are gathering at the in the lower southern Jilin region. They will be mobilizing and heading this way before too long. Both the might of King California Roll's army and the Emperor of Moros will soon be here, knocking at your door.
People start muttering between each other.
I don't think I need to tell you what's at risk here, because we've already seen what the Cladis can do, and we all know that this is their goal, this is their ambition, to destroy the tower and reclaim the core, which will result in them reforming and possibly destroying all life here as we know it. But I think they are more powerful now. It seems that they've changed. They've gotten smarter. They've adapted. Only by uniting and to fight and facing them together do we have any chance of actually stopping them here and now.
Also, I don't think they're actually going to knock at the door. I don't think they're that polite.
He's got a
Barry
point.
nods. Mm-hmm. Barry nods on his staff. Nods. That's.
It's gonna get real bloody real fast.
The army does not entirely consist of Cladis-infected individuals. The Court of King California role, I am aware, is not fully turned, but enough of them have been pushing for a battle to be waged here.
We suspect as much about Muros as well. The Emperor is compromised, but many of the high-ranking individuals in the country's ranks, let's say, they're not so keen on their Emperor anymore, and it's very likely that many marching under their banner are just following orders. It seems like this strain of Cladis we're dealing with right now is less powerful, less adept at rapidly spreading its infection compared to what you guys have locked down here. But it is also much smarter and much more calculating by comparison.
And he is mustering the might of both his own nation and the nation of the Emperor against us.
Yes,
Does
soon
seem
Jilin and Moros will be bearing down on us here.
does seem to be what the fair Princess Hotaru's plight may have been merely a ploy by Moros to give themselves a more strategic position to strike from, and supporting the faction that opposed her was the easiest means of achieving that end.
This is indeed dangerous news. And we will need to muster ourselves to defend the tower. Our numbers are spread out at the moment. We'll have to recall as many as we can to defend the tower.
You'll want to call everybody that you have in. But more than that, we wanted to discuss defenses, how we're going to deploy our assets, how we can. There's lots of soldiers here that don't have any magical soul weapons, and we don't want them to be liabilities on the battlefield. So we wanted to ask.
Soldiers. Most of the people here are mages. We have some guards. We are not an army.
Well, we're going to have to make do with what we have if we want to stand a chance. You know, we're going to make an army out of you guys somehow.
You will not be the only ones defending this tower. We will be reaching out to the allies that we've made along our journey to come here and support you as well. The Cladis and the Emperor, the Cladis, the Morosians, and even the forces of Jilin of West Jilin have made many enemies, and most of them are willing to fight back. Want to take the fight to the Cladis directly to end this madness.
I'd say that anybody that doesn't have a flesh spider in their noggin should be pretty well invested in the protection of the tower here. Just saying.
But we did have some questions for you, Natul, on how best to coordinate those assets, and also how we can, I guess, eradicate this new strain of Cladis. If we're defending the inactive core down here, does that mean that maybe there's like a queen bee type parasite inside maybe the Morosian Emperor, something that we can strike at instead of just trying to
Cladis
defend?
is not linked to some singular entity. The Cladis is the Cladis. All of it is one being. If you want to kill it, you have to kill all of it.
Well then,
there is no other option.
Can you?
And unfortunately, the core below is unkillable as it is.
What do we know about this core? Because the presence of a core implies the possibility of a, shall I say, a heart to strike at. Does it not?
Your assumption is that it works like a... They do not work like that, these creatures. Do not assume that they work like a person does. They do not have a heart, they have a core. Their core is every inch of their being. I reiterate to you, if we truly are to destroy the Cladis, we must find a way to destroy all of them.
So what is his core then, if not the source, so to speak? You're saying that destroying a core won't destroy the rest of the Cladis? Is that it?
I'm saying that we have attempted for 1,000 years to destroy it, and we have failed at every attempt.
Sounds like you don't actually know then. All right.
If you were to go near the core in the basement of this place, if you stepped within 5 feet of it, you would instantly be turned. If you were to attempt to touch it in any form, you would be infected immediately. It is not something you can approach. It cannot be destroyed by conventional means. The control unit's failure in that is true enough of that. There is no force that we wield that can destroy that thing.
Is there... Because we're trying to come up with ways to deploy all of our forces, and we thought perhaps we could leave the majority of the troops to defend the tower here, but maybe a small unit like ours could go behind enemy lines and strike at the heart or the brain. Is there any point in going off and doing some sort of offensive, or should we focus everyone within the tower then?
If this other side of the Cladis is as intelligent but not as infectious as its brother entity, then those should be your targets, if I would have to guess. There will likely be entities that hold the majority of their consciousness. Granted, if anyone is infected, that makes them an avenue for escape for them. So that is also to be something to be aware of. Anyone who is infected could potentially be a spare body for them. So you would have to be able to identify every infected person in their army and kill them all. No, not just kill them. You would have to erase them.
So previously, the main ways that we've been able to identify infected people have either been Otto here detecting them, or me looking through soul vision and seeing something warped and distorted. Do you have any more reliable ways that we could maybe scry and see who our targets ought to be?
No. if you have met them, you know that magic is very ineffective against them. Attempting to scry them would just fail.
So you have no ways of determining whether or not someone's infected within your ranks. You don't find that a little risky?
Do I need to remind you that these creatures nearly destroyed the world? Do you need to be reminded of that fact? I am very well aware how dangerous they are. Do you think you're smart for pointing out this very dangerous and scary thing? Yes,
Yep.
I am 100% aware that that is a threat. You are not telling me anything I don't know.
Well, we've come here to try and plan the defenses, and it sounds like you know more than anyone. What do you suggest that our party should do beyond what we're going to do, which is gathering allies? How should we deploy them for maximum effectiveness
To be honest,
to defend your tower?
doesn't sound like he knows much of anything, and doesn't sound like he wants a lot of help.
Well, antagonizing isn't going to help.
We need your wisdom. If you fought the class before, help us defeat them now. Because if we don't win here, we lose.
I did not fight the Cladis. I was a researcher. I am a very accomplished mage. I am not a warrior. I am not a soldier. I have never been those things. I just have a great deal of knowledge by research and learning and researching. I am not a soldier.
All right,
That
well,
falls more in your ranks.
let me tell you something,
you have
Mr.
ideas,
Mr. Not
please.
a Soldier. Here's my idea. My idea is you stop getting bent out of shape over whether or not, you're a fighter. I don't care if you're a fighter. I'm not asking you to go on the front line and throw hands with the flesh spider, okay? But whether you are a fighter or not, fight's coming to you. So you can either help us fight by lending us your
I
knowledge.
want to help you. You're not helping me. I don't know what to do. You need to provide me with that answer. Help me so I can protect this place so we don't all die.
All right, well,
You said you're a researcher, right?
Yeah,
What
like-
have you
Yes.
researched? What are
Give us-
your research? What is your resources?
We're asking
You
for knowledge.
sent your agents out to
We
collect
have countless
things.
artifacts in this place. Many of them are too dangerous to use safely, but there are some that are more potentially useful.
all right, I've got a cool question.
Yes.
Can the Cladis infect skeletons?
Stops. Has to think about it. Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Technically, yes.
Yes.
How's
I've
a-
never. Well,
how's-
no,
how's a
that is
fle-
not
how-
true. I've seen them.
How's a flesh spider
What
infect
is
something
this-
without flesh?
What is a skeleton made of? It is made of biological material.
I mean,
It turns biological material. It's not just flesh. It could turn the trees if it wants.
what? How come we haven't seen that yet?
I guess because this version of the Gladys is weaker. I don't know. It's smart but weak. I don't know.
Man, all right.
I'm as lost in this thing as you are.
All right.
We
Well,
have seen a flesh tree.
I was thinking it would be really
I
cool
maintain we just punch it.
if we could use the skeleton artifact and just turn all of their troops inside out, have the skeletons rebel, attack the Cladis from the inside. That'd be really cool.
Huh?
Just saying.
Okay, now you've just introduced an idea I really like, so I'm gonna make you roll to see if that's a viable idea, because I really like that idea actually.
Just airdrop
Roll-
the skull in the center of their army.
Oh my god.
Roll a 2d6 plus 2. No stat.
Okay.
This is just like, is this a viable? Will this potentially work? The skeleton girl starts to think about it. That's a 9. That's a partial
Jesus.
success. Hmm.
It could maybe work.
She stops. It's like, well, technically, given how the artifact treats skeletons, it makes them into their own being, and that might divide their consciousness, because then a new consciousness is born from the skeleton, and it would have to reinfect them. And if it has trouble infecting normal people, maybe that might slow them down.
I mean, especially if, these artifacts use magic and they don't like or they can't be affected by magic, then
it might help the people. Well, it might turn the people who are partially infected into non-infected skeletons.
I mean, the original
Shrug
person is
shoulders.
definitely going to die.
Oh no!
We-
Let me be very clear. That means all the people who get turned into skeletons that have skeletons in them die. Let's be clear.
Well, I mean,
That's what this is what this artifact does.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was kind of joking, but this is sounding like a really fucking awesome idea.
I
Perhaps
think
People
that
are
this-
gonna die too if we stab them defending the tower. Like they're supporting the enemy army.
perhaps utilize it exclusively against
I don't make
people
this.
who are like,
You don't. You don't like this?
big
This
enemies.
this isn't the greatest strategy, but I do like it, and turning the Gladys' numbers against it when we will already be facing down 2 armies.
Well, let's say we get a hypothetical situation where we run into a priest or whatever those losers call themselves, who's kind of like calling the shots. Wouldn't it be really valuable to? I don't care if he dies. It'd be pretty valuable though, if like he got distracted because he had to start fighting his own skeleton inside his body. Just saying.
Or his skeleton escapes his body. She speaks up. Or the skeleton escapes his body, but this creature then just takes the flesh that remains and makes it into another person, and then they have to fight. So it would still work the same way. It just mean that they turn against each other, which would still accomplish it. And she starts just rambling of like like what could happen and the interesting consequences.
Look,
So-
can it be done?
I mean, yeah, it's just launching a skull, basically. I would have to retrieve it later because we don't want anyone normal going near that because they'll just die. Well, they'll die and someone else will be born. But I assume people
So-
don't want more skeletons.
The best way to utilize this, then, it would be like a targeted use on one of their generals, or would it be like having a Tengu drop it on a horde of soldiers and getting a bunch of them?
You would want to be very careful about who carries it and to make sure they don't have prolonged contact with it and then drop it in an area. Its effect reaches pretty far. We have it contained in a singular room where it's isolated and protected by several woods, so it doesn't affect outside that room. So
Could it-
once we put it on the ground, it'll affect a pretty large area, if I understand the science,
Do
the
you
magic, right?
have gloves or anything that a Tengu could use to drop it from a
Oh,
high
no,
height?
no. It's not about contact. It's about being near it at all.
No.
Lyle raises his hand.
Do you have
I
any
mean-
flying
You gotta
skeletons?
fight your own skeleton.
I mean, I know one of the couple guys around here know flying magic. One of the guys is like, yeah, I know how to make people fly. It's like, I could fly and just drop it. I'd be fine. I'm already a skeleton.
That sounds great.
Adam just kind of points at Lyle.
You're
He
hired.
assumes that he has an idea.
I have a stupid idea.
Yeah. What's the stupid idea?
So, let's say you have wards that allow you to at least lessen or contain its effect, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So let's say you were able to put it inside of a container with these wards. It would be safe to transport it until it is weaponized, correct?
Yeah, I would have to make a new box, but I could do that.
So, hypothetically speaking, someone without a skeleton could transport this, or who's already a skeleton, in your case, but let's say somebody without a skeleton, let's say somebody made of metal.
That is true.
Is it possible to rig up something to... look, I'm just going to cut to the chase. I really want to see Otto uppercut a skeleton out of somebody's body and then have it attack them.
Yeah, I mean, there's no skeleton that's gonna pop out of Otto. I hope.
But Otto would have to be fighting a good distance from us to make sure none of us are impacted.
It's not an immediate effect.
How can we
Granted-
weaponize the wards?
You mean you could keep the woods on until you get to a space where you're like, okay, time to turn them off, and you turn them off, and then that would start affecting things. It would take like a few minutes before it starts doing its thing, but it'd work.
Okay, so it does require prolonged contact.
It does require prolonged contact. My previous host body, that sounds weird, was in that room with it for like 30 minutes to an hour. And she had sporadic contact with it. She was in the room at the same time, but it took like 30 minutes to an hour over the course of investigating it to turn.
So what you're
Sounds
saying
like something
is
we might have to sneak in.
what you're saying is it
Or
wouldn't be
maybe
viable.
load it into a catapult and fire it at them.
You could do that.
I really am sad because it's sounding more and more like it's not possible to turn off the wards, punch somebody, and then have their skeleton jump out of their body, and then turn the wards back on.
The wards are a little more complicated than that. They kind of are just there to nullify all magic that is trying to escape.
All right, well, I'm open to other suggestions, I suppose.
I'm sorry, sir.
The
I
skeleton
wish.
do it.
Okay,
That
but
might
that,
be her job.
Yeah, we could let the skeleton do it because we may not want to tie down Otto to,
Well,
that.
I would hate to
We'll
ask
sneak it in somewhere.
our non-combatant skeleton friend to be put in a dangerous situation, but I don't know. It's starting to sound like an airstrike is not off the table, and that sounds relatively safe.
on that note, are there any other fun artifacts that the Lost Tower has laying around that we might be able to find fun applications for?
Well, this place has a lot of artifacts, many of which I have not named, so it's kind of up in the air. What would be a fun artifact that would be here? Let's see here. Let me just look at something.
Surely you've thought, what if this day would come, and there has to be one that you have at the forefront of your mind for defending this place.
I have two very clearly in my mind, and the other one you don't want to use unless you're feeling incredibly risky.
No.
This is sort of a life or death situation. I think that you should at least tell us what it is.
I'm open to hearing suggestions.
Who would explain this? Okay, like a skittish-looking elf or a Genji in the back. Kind of has gaunt. His cheeks are sunken. He looks like he's got bags under his eyes. Looks like he doesn't sleep well. It's like, well, there's always the obsidian orb thing.
This obsidian orb thing?
I haven't really named it yet. I kind of am too scared of it, so...
What does it
That
do?
sounds cool. We're really good at naming things. Tell us what it does, and we'll come up with something.
Well, it's not really what it does. It's what it leads to. If you were to activate it and place it somewhere, it would open a rift into a conceptual plane of existence. And in that conceptual plane of existence is the concept of darkness.
The concept of darkness?
And everything that means.
Oh.
So,
I think he's referencing the prologue thing that got blue.
I was just gonna say, this didn't happen to kill anybody named Blue, did it?
You heard about that. That's kind of was hesitant to bring it up. It wasn't good.
Wait, that story was true?
Oh yeah. And if my research is correct, it could have gone much worse.
Here, I thought that was just some drunken rambling from Braun.
As another fun side note, out of character, this was a thing in my local game. That was a thing. It was the thing that was destroying the world.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it is a also doomsday thing. But you're facing a doomsday thing, so maybe a doomsday thing fighting a doomsday thing might be fun.
So we would be unleashing the shadow thing. It's not like we would be banishing people to a shadow realm. We would be unleashing it into ours.
No, it comes out.
Yeah, that's not great.
It leaks out like a fucking tide.
Yes, that seems less than ideal.
And if you let it do it for too long, it's permanent, and it gets much worse.
Would that even be effective against Gladys? Does the darkness have a soul?
It's not magic. It is a concept, and the Cladis is also sort of almost like that. It's kind of also a concept, but it's more of a
They're both
physical
kind of like
idea.
eldritch things. Like
Yeah,
eldritch
it's
otherworldly.
you can think of it like it's two eldritch deities coming against each other.
Hate it.
I don't think we can do
Cthulhu
this.
versus Nyarlathotep or whatever it's called.
He doesn't do that, but yeah, like that.
This could destroy the world as well. It's not something that I expected to see or hear that you had here, but I guess this
Look, we
place
keep
just has
a lot
artifacts.
of dangerous things here. It's kind of what our job is, actually.
All right, okay, fine, sure.
You
Death
guys
Orb.
have anything here that wouldn't cause like doomsday?
I don't want to use the Orb of Darkness yet, but maybe we'll see what the other item is first. Please.
Do you have anything that could
What's that?
hasten a troll's regeneration? Just saying.
Do
I
you
think you
have
just need to eat more.
Do you have something to hasten and Patrol's regeneration? Is also a fun idea.
Hey, Barry, you want to fight with us?
What's the funnest, biggest way that could work? It would be in your favor. Did someone just roll something?
No, I'm just typing into the.
Leaving us notes.
Well,
I'm putting it all here. I don't know why. I could put it in the Discord, but.
What's a big fun thing you could do to Barry to supercharge Barry?
Make him bigger. And bigger. And bigger.
Tori,
Make
Tori,
the
roll
monster grow.
Tori, roll a 2d6 plus 2.
Okay. How does that go again? / roll 2d6 plus 2.
Yeah.
10.
You rolled a fucking
Nice.
10. All right. Another fucking nerd in the back is like, "Oh, I got something for your troll, Oni. Not sure what that is. See you live,
Barry.
Meh. Oh my god, it's alive. Okay. Well, I have a thing we could put in him.
What is it?
He would he would regrow and he'd get bigger.
What do you mean bigger?
Like bigger.
Big or like
Well,
big?
like 16 feet tall. And he would breathe fire.
All right. Well, that's pretty close to what he was before, but it does sound like a.
Oh, really?
Minor,
Well, that sounds like he's perfect then.
If he was, I mean, if that's what we saw him, he would have to be. If we're talking big, he'd have to be like 20, 24 feet tall.
No.
This
Let's
was a
not get
10.
carried away here.
Well, he might. It depends on how big he was originally. A person becomes like 14 to 16 feet tall, but if he was bigger when he had a body, he might get bigger.
He was a pretty big boy.
There is a dangerous side effect of there's this thing that happens to people who are around him. They get very sick, and so you might want to be cautious of that. But it's after prolonged exposure, I think.
Well, Gazelle seems to have a natural resistance to illness, so.
Oh, well, then he's perfect.
He does.
It'll be great for my research, too.
That's true. Gazelle even ate the Cladis and survived. His immune system killed the Cladis somehow. We should probably.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
We should be dissecting him now that I think about it.
Wasn't very good. Don't you fucking lie. You were feeling great when you had that. You were high off your ass.
Dang, it gave me a headache. Also a voice. I didn't like
Yeah.
that.
Well, this one doesn't seem like it'll cause the end of the world. It might just be a giant fire oni troll thing.
I
Which,
mean,
yeah, you know, I think enough people get together, they could handle that.
we just better hope
Devastating for enemies, though.
Cladis never absorbs him. I don't want to fight Barry.
He's also got that ring on his horn.
Well, the effect that he inflicts on people after prolonged exposure kind of makes well, it's bad for people and it's bad for living things. So if the Cladis tries to infect it, it might just also get affected by it too, because it's not really a magic effect, as I understand it.
But is the Cladis alive?
Yes.
Give the Cladis
The tool nods. Yeah, it's alive.
Uh,
Hmm.
Okay, Barry might outlive all of us then.
Barry,
so, what do you think? You're
Barry-
Barry's best friend.
would you like fight
Well,
with
let's
us?
ask Barry.
Oh, you are actually our friend.
Barry,
or
you
you
wanna
don't?
fight?
Barry looks hurt, just like "Mer." Like he would expect him not to fight with you. That hurts his feelings.
Oh. So you want new legs to help us kick their ass?
Barry nods. Mer.
Ah, that's good for me.
Okay.
Oh. Alright, hook him up.
Oh, you don't want to do it. Well, we're gonna want to wait till it's time. I don't know how to remove it.
Well, thank you
Okay.
for your honesty.
Just
How fast does this thing work?
Pretty fast. The rats I put it in grew pretty quickly, and then they started trying to melt everything to get out of their enclosures. So we're gonna want to wait until we're ready. And I'm assuming we're not, and I don't really want to kill your friend, so it's gonna be a permanent change. We're gonna have
He'll
to.
be fine.
Yeah, he might have to stay away from civilization when we're done.
It's fine. He's my buddy. Gazelle pats him on the head.
I mean, I wouldn't worry
Nuts.
about it. If he gets too big and it becomes a problem, we could just saw his head off and we could carry that around again. He'll be fine.
I guess that's true. The drug. I guess.
Very big head.
Oh yes, it would be a very big head. You would need a bigger staff.
I'm sure Gazelle will be fine carrying a tree around.
Gazelle
That's
just
true.
nods.
I've seen what he does with his hands.
Okay, that's 2, and I will even. Let's see. So we've gotten at least 2 artifacts that will be of assistance in this defense.
So we got Barry and the skeleton. The skeleton skull.
I am willing to give you Barry as a freebie,
Ooh. Okay.
as a free tick.
Yeah, I
Because-
think he'll be pretty involved regardless.
Yeah, and if you're going to turn him into a kaiju, that might also be very helpful for you.
Yes.
And then
I will say that does put Gazelle in a little bit of a predicament in that he doesn't have a weapon per se that can hurt the Cladis, because that was, he was beating them with Barry before.
Don't you cast Fist?
Yeah.
Does that do something?
Don't know. It's
If we're just talking about
I
hurting the
didn't mean
Gladys,
the
I
big one.
think if you're just talking about hurting the Gladys, I think at this point you can consider that you can. It's just the things you've learned and the experience you've gained. Also, you can cast Meteor Punch, so that's kind of a big move.
That's fine.
Well, then.
Yeah, when I said cast Fist, that is 100% what I was referring to.
Which is just, and your super move is just a modifier to that move. So,
Oh shit.
it's a big move. It's a big move.
Big move.
Big move. You all big moves. But yeah, you all can.
What if Giant Barry used the Meteor Fist?
He can't. That is exclusive to Gazelle.
What if he did?
He'd be pretty strong.
Giant kaiju troll monk, let's go.
Just Earthquake Punch.
Yeah, Gazelle's been training him secretly this whole time, so like he's just gonna be a monk of the same level with the same abilities except for the big one.
I was imagining like fucking
He'll still have meteor
Godzilla
fist,
with
but
one
not-
of those like wooden like board things that swing when you hit him, just like practicing his fucking Wing Chun.
Well, if you or Barry, if one of you dies in the final battle, do you want me to graft the other's head onto their shoulders? So that you can always...
Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good.
That sounds good? Okay.
That's,
Okay.
Huh.
As a final thing, I'm gonna put this onto the table for like a final roll to gain this tick for the last tower. You all, to some degree. Wait, hold on. I have to think about this. Adam would, Lyle, you would also have that. You would also be you're a soldier. Adam is a hunter, so he knows how to read these things. Gazelle is punch. He punch good.
Gazelle punch good.
Tori is also trained in military tactics. Napano don't think Napano is trained in the military tactics.
No military training.
And Otto is a child.
Basically, yeah.
So, if one of you, of I listed, who have military training, wants to roll to provide like guidance on how to set up the defenses and help set up the defenses and plan and get people prepared and get people ready, you may roll. And this is leadership, so this would be charisma.
Lyle.
So whoever wants to roll is rolling, but I'm assuming all of you are helping.
Okay.
I don't want to roll. I have a
Or
bad charisma stat.
So the others would get to roll aid to help? Or...
No, you are just helping.
He's holding one, yeah.
Okay.
I can roll. I have technically led soldiers. I have the highest
You were an
charisma stat of the
inquisitor.
party.
That is technically true.
You strike me as the most charismatic of all of us.
Heh. You better remember. You better remember you said that next time. Start talking shit. All right, what do you want me to roll? Just to.
Just roll charisma plus 2d6.
Okay.
Come on, big money, no way me, no way me, no way me.
2d6 plus charisma. No, charisma didn't count.
Charisma didn't
I
roll.
think you just have to put whatever your number is for charisma.
Yes,
Oh.
you can re-roll that. I'll be nice. I'm gonna be kind here. Roll 2d6 plus
I
whatever.
mean, that
your
would have been
charisma's
a
at.
partial, I think, because that technically would have been a 7.
believe-
But
Yeah, that
Roll
would be a 7.
2d6 plus 3.
oh, plus 3.
Still got a 7.
Wow.
That
Still
was
seven.
worse.
Christ, it would have been
It's-
the
I mean-
worst.
I mean,
It's still a success.
we got
So-
aid,
Excuse
so
the
we
aid.
could. Does that give him advantage?
Roll another d6 for advantage, Lyle. Let's see if we
One
can
more
bump up one
D6.
of those 2s.
Barely.
Nope, that's an 8.
Oh my god!
Well, hey. It is a partial success.
That's about as
Where-
charismatic as I expect from Lyle.
It's not. In this instance, I would say it's not Lyle's fault. This is only a partial. It's just the sheer fact that a lot of the people who are here, at least the people who are here, are not soldiers. So you have to go through a lot of explaining and teaching people of okay, here's what you need to do. We need to set up battle lines here. This is a key defensive point. This is this.
Hey,
and you
what's
have to
a battle
explain what you
line?
need. Fuck, I have to
Exactly.
explain with the battle line. So you have to do a lot of explaining of the basics of tactics for defending a place, like all of you do. So it kind of hampers you a little, but you still get it done. But like these people are not soldiers.
And
That
on
makes
that
sense.
note,
There's some
May-
guards, but there's not that many.
We'll have Lyle explain the basics of strategy. We'll have Adam run the guards through some drills to help run them through. We'll have Tori scream at them and intimidate them into being good soldiers. We'll have Otto and Yue feed them biscuits. And then...
on that note, maybe
Yes.
it's a good time to involve Egi and Hotaru and, ask them about how they want to deploy their soldiers.
Hey, does anyone want any berries?
Yes. Let's move on to
Handing out his
Hotaru.
poisonous berries.
Okay.
God damn it, old man.
Here's the first thing we're gonna do. Do you want Eiji and Hotaru as a separate tick, or are you trying to include them in the last tower tick? Let's be very clear there.
They've been in the room the whole time we've been telling Natul this stuff, and so I kind of wanted to know, does Hotaru have most of her soldiers evacuated to Last Tower, or would we need to go back to her country?
There are no. She has no soldiers here.
No one here. Okay.
It's her and Eiji that are here.
That's it.
So I guess that
And
would
that's
be a
why
second
they're separate.
one.
Yeah, that's why the whole conversation about Hotaru and Eiji being two different things.
Yeah.
Hotaru
Because
doesn't have
Hotaru could turn soldiers in the approaching army if they're from her nation. That is possible. And that would give her an army, but she does not have that army right now. Eiji is a
Yes.
infamous mercenary who is very powerful. So if he took the battlefield, he would cause some damage considerably.
I forget Eiji's role. Was he just like Hotaru's right-hand man and bodyguard, or did he serve as a
No,
general?
he was a general for her nation.
Okay. So
Yes,
if
and
we
before
got an
that-
army, he might make the best supreme commander.
He could also lead the forces of the last tower.
AG is a warrior commander. He is not only before he was her bodyguard / general, he was basically a legendary warrior.
Yeah, I mean,
He is a
He would-
Tengu with his wings cut off, and he still fights. He's bad as they come.
Yeah,
you know?
well, his spirit weapon, Wei's spirit weapon was given to him by AG, and it was his own weapon, and it gained sentience by doing some fucking bonkotsu shit and just killed so many people that it absorbed, just a little piece of every life it took, and it took so many lives that it gained a sentience of its own.
Correct.
That's how much ass he's kicked.
That's a thing that's a thing that can happen.
So he's probably the best, united force commander. Once we assemble all the armies, I think we put him in charge of, coordinating everyone.
He's certainly...
I would say of the people that is definitely true.
He's definitely, I think, going to be the best single asset on the battlefield of anybody that we have at our disposal.
Yes, that is why I'm willing to make him a tick on his own.
On that note, do
But
we
if you
know
don't-
if any... Go ahead.
But if you don't get him to be a leader in that way, he's going to just protect Hotaru, which means he's still here, but he's not an active contributor to the fight in that way. Because if he becomes a tick on its own, the only person who would die if that tick goes away is just him.
Gotcha.
So it's good in that way too. If we want to count the cost of these ticks. Which, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and tick up for Barry. Kaiju Barry is on the clock.
Kaiju Berry.
Ticked up for Barry, ticked up for the war planning. Okay.
Does AG still have any connections with the Crimson Hawks, or were they all more or less lumped in with the the issues we ran into with the flush.
I feel like that will be a role. You'll need to talk to him, and you need to hey man, do you guys still have connection to your old war buddies? As I recall, they kind of left him for dead. No, wait, no, that I remember now. No, they kind of got fucked. Remember, because one of his previous members got murdered.
Yeah, they got murdered by the cult.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now,
The drug deal went bad, like as bad as it could have gone.
Some of them turned into a flesh tree.
It wasn't a very good drug.
Everybody died, and then some of them got up afterward. Big oops.
Fair enough. So yeah, that is a no to that.
Awkward.
Okay. I think in the interest of being as powerful as we can when we fight the Cladis, maybe we do these two separately.
I do think the AG is worth recruiting separately. Hotaru, I don't want to take her off the table. We do have other options that we can and should possibly explore, but I think that she's an easy to recruit option, and if we could convince her to say, give a speech and basically cause chaos within California Roll's ranks, because a lot of those people probably are former loyalists of hers, because he basically took over her country by seeding doubt within her own ranks by revealing her face and basically saying, you've been being deceived, you were being controlled by a monster, ooh. And if she can prove that, yes, I hid my face, yes, this is what I look like, but I'm still the princess or the empress that took care of you and was good to you all this time, and he's the real monster, then we could probably flip a big chunk of their forces.
Yeah,
that's entirely possible.
We do need more.
Well,
And
you can
good. And you can put that off till later. Time is flexible here. We don't have to do everything you do here right now. But so we could put that in the back burner, and if we want to revisit it later, we could roll back time, just have that conversation. So don't get stuck on we have to do everything in the last tower right now, and if we wait, it might be too late. We could have already done it.
Sure.
Time is moldable.
I guess I'm just curious because I figured as far as sheer troop numbers that Hotaru would be the key to mustering more men than anyone else. She'd have more forces than the Tengu and any of the other allies that we would recruit. So as far as sheer numbers.
If she was still in control of her country, yes, she is not.
Okay.
I still
How many
think
people
that
do we think that we could get if she gave an impassioned speech, or if we took
She
her
rolled
blind
a
on?
pretty decently sized kingdom, and hers was large enough that King California Roll mobilized to take her out, and she was basically the only power in the region. I think that if we get her, we'll get a sizable, at least a very decent, well-worth military. Not to mention, she isn't too weak on her own either. She's fairly powerful.
She's tough.
She's a tough girl.
I think
I feel like we might be playing her. We might be downplaying her a little bit, honestly.
Yeah, I think that she has more military might, even if she's only flipping a portion of the army she once had. I think that if she succeeds in her endeavor, which I'm guessing how many people she turns would probably depend on the role, she has more potential numbers than the goblins or Zaphon or even the last tower, most likely, just because of how unviable most of them are. She's our best chance for an army, even with, say, Tori's settlement and the Tengu. It's not like Tori's the commander of every Tengri. It's, and the settlement is I would think that let's say Hotaru's army at its peak was larger than Tori's army. Is what I'm trying to say.
Her forces were a threat to the Tengu. They would.
How many? Oh, good.
More. It would have been like they're attacking from the low ground with numbers, but they're more secure with the high ground with expertise over the terrain. I feel like we're kind of like going over the same point here, but she's strong. She can probably influence enough of her soldiers with just her appearance and speech, and people who want to fight back against the Morosians and the King California Roll army as well. She could probably turn a decent chunk of people, and it would be totes worth.
Yeah, if we want an army of any kind, it's going to be made up of Hotaru loyalists, the Tori's Tengu, and then however many of the Morosian forces that Grimstad and Vidar are providing. Like, that's our army, is those three joint forces.
Pretty much,
How many did come with Grimstad and Vidar? How many men do they have?
It's a good few hundred. He's got support. He's got some support.
Okay.
He's a notable duke in Moros, and the rebels with him would be a separate number. Not nearly as many, but still not a small number.
From what I understand, about how Moros kind of runs things is, I don't know that there's like a main central army, so to speak, or I guess maybe there technically is, but it's like these dukes are kind of like these dukes are kind of like the sub leaders, and it's sort of like the emperor commands the dukes, commands the whatever, commands the, and the army is comprised of the men who are serving the emperor. And so
that's correct.
So Grimstad and Vidar defecting have effectively taken all the troops at their command with them, or at least a good chunk. I'm sure there's some who are like total loyalists who don't want to be rebels and probably didn't go with their liege lords, but
or can't be trusted to turn on the emperor.
Okay, so I think we do need to have Hotaru as at one tick then. I think is where we're circling around. Yeah. She's going to be the bulk of the army.
Yep, though I've got a bit of a question for the folks who have an understanding of the Emperor's legend. Did he have a means of... the Emperor of Zhao's legend.
Uh-huh.
Did he have a means of communication in mass? It's going to take a pretty big...
He didn't.
What do you mean communication in mass? Like he could talk to everybody?
Yeah, like it's going to be hard to get the word out.
I feel like that's a question for
Hotaru's speech. That's what I'm wondering. Is like it, but typically, like the items in the bag have some kind of legend tied to them, don't they?
Do we have? Like, are you asking to pull an item from the bag that she can use? Like she could pull a big megaphone out.
That is exactly what. Something like that. Yes.
That's nice.
To answer your specific question, did the Emperor have that? Only in the sense that he had people and items. He didn't have the means, so you would have to find the means by which he did it. And that might be the bag. Who knows? There's a lot of shit in that fucking bag.
I feel like we gotta leverage the bag while we can.
You could also get the stone that's hot forever. And,
yes.
boy, let me tell you, that rock is still getting hotter.
Yeah, Barry might find that real tasty.
I would not recommend that.
I don't know, man. Nuclear kaiju Barry.
Do you want to give Barry a star?
A star.
Remind
Gazelle could
you're
probably
reminding
hold
you,
it, by the way.
Wait, hang on. If we give him a star and he's a look, I want my characters to still be cool too. Okay.
If you made him a kaiju and gave it to, and pulled it out of the bag and gave it to him, hey man, that could be pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. But you would have to get the stone.
I agree. Fucking metal as hell.
And I would tell you, if you touch that stone,
Oh,
you are at least losing a hand.
I mean, Gazelle wouldn't. He's impervious to fire.
Hey, that's
Is he?
You're not impervious to radiation.
I could probably heal you
It's in
after it.
flame can no longer harm you.
Radiation is not flame or heat necessarily.
Radiation is literally heat.
Oh, hold on. It's there's a distinction.
Distinction.
There is heat by
radiation, or is a radiation.
There's
a radiation.
Depends on the type of radiation.
Exactly.
I mean, if it's the kind that melts, then it's heat.
No, radiation, if we're being technical,
here's
is
the thing that would
electromagnetic energy.
You would hold it in your hands, and you would be able to hold it, but your hand would die. The cells in your hand would start dying.
Well, then it's not a heat stone.
what laugh was that?
It was a heat stone, and then it kept getting hotter, so now it's kind of become something else.
Now it's a star. Oh dear.
Now it's a star stone.
Wait, no, because of the way it sounds like it's just a piece of like unstable uranium.
I'm starting to think we might be getting a little too hung up on the Firestone. Maybe we should put that one on the back burner and go back to BB's idea of, can we search the bag for an artifact that would allow Hotaru to serve our means?
Try to avoid the Firestone.
Okay. If the purpose of Defiance of just saying is so that Hotaru can communicate en masse, there are so many spellcasters here.
That's
one
true.
One of them has a means to communicate en masse. You might not be able to have her communicate right now to everyone on the continent, but once the battle starts, you could basically give her a microphone.
Yeah, I just want to see this like bobbity shit where she can cast a spell and everybody can hear her voice, and if they close their eyes, they can see her. And have
I think that's a spell, isn't it? It's like booming
Obviously,
voice.
what we need to do is we need to get her a giant sphere grid and sphere screen, so she can do a dance and musical number.
Shut the fuck up, Ed.
Touch everyone's hearts.
Enough meta commentary, please.
Okay, so we don't need to do anything special to make Hotaru be able to give her speech and convert her army.
It sounds like that's a given.
You will need to convince her that's a thing she can do, so you will need to start rolling for it and do some sort of action to convince her to do it.
Yeah,
that's just the angle I'm thinking.
I understand.
Suggestions.
We do probably need to go talk to these two if we're going to recruit them. So
yes, you're not just going to get the recruit by having these ideas.
I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Okay.
Otto, I need you to use your childlike pure-heartedness to appeal to Hotaru and convince her that she is not just a deposed loser and that she does not need to be afraid of who and what she is, and that she can appeal to her people and not only help them, but help everybody and help herself.
Is this Lyle saying this
Aren't they in the room?
Isn't Lyle saying this to Otto, like, in character right now while they're both just kind of looking at him?
They are in the room.
I'm whispering.
The time is multiple here. They could have You could have a conversation with them later. Just single them out.
Okay.
You have gotten the tick for the war room and the convening of the defense of the tower.
War room. Okay.
Yes, and you've gotten a tick for Barry.
But yeah, that was more getting Natul's mages in line than Hotaru anything.
Getting access to those artifacts and getting the defense in order.
Okay.
I think we can persuade Hotaru. I remember there was a whole thing about, like, where the party, and especially Wei, was trying to determine, like, is she a good ruler? And everyone we talked to, all the maids, all the townsfolk, were like, yeah, she always provided for us. Yeah, she's been a great ruler. She's been super fair. Peasants are well provided for. People liked her.
We did do that research before deciding to trust her.
Yeah. Everybody in the castle loved her, and the people in this city as well.
So I think we should remind her of that and use that as encouragement to, like, hey, you can mobilize these people. They ought to be loyal to you. However you look is.
Yeah, why don't you fucking get over it already and just, like, tell them how it is. Why don't you
I would
just...
tell her that myself, but I don't have high charisma.
I want Otto to do it.
If that's what
I can do it.
No.
I would like to see Otto do it. I want to see Otto do it. Otto hasn't said a whole lot yet, and I think it's Otto's turn to talk.
Okay. What am I doing?
Oh my god, Aaron.
You're talking to Hotaru. You're trying to convince Hotaru to step up and take charge of her people, and convince them to side with her, or something like that.
Yeah, because they all turned against her because King California Roll revealed her face and convinced them that, you know, they were being lied to and deceived and all that stuff, and that she's a monster. But it's like, she was good to them, and she was always good to them. They all loved her, and he's actually the fucking monster. He's infected with the Cladis, goddammit.
Yeah, he's a real dickhead. Nobody likes him. Get in there, Otto. Get in there. Why don't you set the scene?
Actually, that's a good... Wait, did what happened to California... This is out of character. Did what happened to California all get observed by, like, Vidar or anybody on our side? Or
No.
Okay, so
None
we
of you
still
know what happened to the King California Roll. You just think he's supporting the Emperor
all right,
for
so
political reasons.
We don't know he's infected, but we do know that he's allied with the Cladis. So,
yes.
You know.
We know he's allied with the Cladis, and that he's very likely. Like, I'm pretty sure the party at this point is working under the assumption that he's turned, because we're like, pretty certain that the Emperor is.
I think we know the Emperor is, but
yeah,
and King California Roll, who knows for sure? It's not super important, you know. The fact that he's siding with them,
it's not important, no,
is enough.
Yeah,
that's fair. I was wondering if there would be any value to using the stone, and well, one, if we were to use the stone to observe somebody, could Napano see their soul through it? And two.
Interesting.
Would that information be of any real value?
I mean, unless we can prove that he has a Cladis in his head, like, taking her word is gonna be the same either way. I don't know how that changes things. I think that we can safely assume that he has a Cladis in his head, and I think that Hotaru should tell the soldiers that, even if we have proof or not.
I don't disagree. I was just kind of curious if
okay, I'm banging the gavel. I'm banging the gavel. You guys have elected Otto to have this conversation, so Otto has to be the one to convince her of this. So Otto has to take that tact. So Otto, you're gonna tell me how you go talk to Hotaru. Where do you meet her? What's the vibe?
What's the vibe?
Where is she?
She's just around. She can be wherever you want to meet her. She could be like in the cafeteria, or she could be taking a break after helping people set up.
She's just, like hanging out, looking at the birds.
Maybe she's using the bathroom.
Okay, Ed. Maybe Ed doesn't suggest things.
Okay. I'll find her alone without everybody else.
That's very fair.
Good call.
I'm just gonna go up to her.
She's just sitting down, she has a drink in her hands. She's just kind of looking at it,
Question.
being thoughtful.
Hello.
What? Oh, hello. Hello, Otto.
I'm gonna sit down
Next door. How are you doing?
Oh, I've been better. But I've been worse, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was deposed as the empress of my nation, and now I take refuge here, and now this place is going to be under attack by some ancient horror, and that's fun, right? So fun.
Very cool.
Have you
And I don't.
thought about the fact that your own people will be fighting us?
She stares at you for a moment and looks down at her cup and looks very, her shoulders slump. It has crossed my mind, yes.
I don't think that all of them are doing it because they're infected.
No, they think I'm a monster. I know.
But you're not.
But they don't see it that way. I hid my face from them for years, and since I was a child,
And you treated them well.
well, some people don't really care about that when it comes down to it.
I think a lot of them still would. Especially now that they're in war. Without you.
I suppose that's true. Potentially. But what can I do about it? I'm not an empress anymore. I'm just who I am.
You were their empress, and you still could be.
Is this time for the roll? That sounds like the line would start the roll. This feels like wisdom or
Not yet.
charisma? No?
Not yet.
No?
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, okay, you got some more?
I got some.
Oh, okay. What you got? Let's hear it.
If we were to give you a platform to talk your people into turning against what they're fighting for, would you do it?
And now it's time for the roll?
It's time for the roll.
Time for the roll.
I have a thing for it.
You had a specific move.
I had a specific move for this.
Oh, excellent. Purple, did you know that?
Yes, but it's been a long time since she's done it.
Well. Oh, that's fair. All right, well, there you go. 7 to 9, they only follow your advice if you back them up and help them do it.
We know the way.
I don't want them to. I want to help them, but I don't know if I could do it alone.
We'll be there with you. You have a...
She smiles. I do have Eggie.
You'll be saving your people.
She looks at her cup and just kind of starts to nod. You're right. You're right. I should do this. I am a rightful descendant of the Emperor. This is my duty. I don't want them to die. Okay, you're right. She looks up, she nods her head, she starts psyching herself up. Like, okay, all right. If you guys will be there with me, then I'll do my best.
I know you can do it.
She smiles and pats your robe metal hand. Thank you, Otto. You're very good at this.
I've been around a while.
Aren't you like only 2? No, aren't you like 1?
Control unit powers are at work.
All right. Well, you had a move, so like I can't not give it to you now because that's exactly what this is for. You've kind of fucking
checkmate.
Played the system.
all right.
Shit.
Well, but
That's
damn, that's a tick.
All right,
Good job.
looks like we got ourselves an army.
That'll have some success, regardless of how successful it is. You will turn some portion of that army against itself, on top of the skeletons that are gonna happen.
Hell fucking yes.
That's that. I don't want to. I'm not gonna. Let's not gloss over that fact. There's gonna be skeletons.
Welcome to the Bone Zone.
Welcome to the Bone Zone.
Welcome to the Bone Zone. We got
All right.
games.
Does that make AG the Bone Daddy?
Yes.
No. Oh no. Are you gonna have AG lead the bone people, the skeletons?
Why not?
You'd have to protect him from the artifacts, but I mean, he could.
Speaking of AG, we need to recruit him next.
You do, yes. So who wants to talk to AG?
Yeah, there, BB.
I'm thinking. It's
Oh
either
shit! I mean,
Adam and Tori are best suited as
warrior
the warriors.
to warrior. I want BB to go do it. You know, he can talk to him. You know, Chad to Chad.
Yeah, do it.
Should we, before we recruit AG, should we figure out what role we want him to play? Whether it be like,
I guess that would be smart.
This is an important question. I mean, if you just recruit him to be a frontline warrior, then
Well,
there
all
you
right,
go.
all right. So AG is probably strong enough lore-wise to be like one of the stronger party members. Even like he could fit in our group pretty easily.
Yeah.
He
could kick my ass.
Is more than likely going to be very successful with a soul weapon, and I have a weapon that I got way earlier in the campaign that I have never used.
Which weapon is that?
I'm talking about the nunchucks.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna give AG
shit.
the motherfucking nunchucks. The
Towards-
Raime no Zankyo.
Oh my God.
When you attack with this weapon, your damage die is 2d4. When one of these d4s rolls a 4, you may roll again and add that to the total. He can do like infinite damage with this thing.
It is kind of what I made it do, huh?
Yeah, sure did. And I'm giving it to our
Holy
our
fucking
ringer
shit.
here. This is our top contender out there.
He prefers spears, but there's pretty good nunchucks.
Yeah, but he might see the nunchucks and be like, "Are those fucking nunchucks?"
He might.
Those fucking chucks.
Those nunchucks.
Those fucking trucks, bro.
Those chucks, man.
You know, when I was young, they called me
Yo.
Nunchuck Tyler. I meant Nunchuck AG.
Yeah. Get in there, BB.
I mean, with a weapon like that, he is going to be full-on Dynasty warriors mowing down soldiers
God.
by the thousands.
Sure. Okay.
He's the next
Maybe.
emperor.
So does this mean that Tori is recruiting Adam for this and offering the nunchucks to Adam to give to AG?
If you both did it.
Or are we both doing this?
You could both do it if you want.
Yeah, I'll go in there with it, BB. You can be the face though. You
Okay.
gotta talk to him bro to bro.
Just so everyone knows, I'm imagining for all of these scenes, Gazelle is sitting around the corner with Barry, just
watching.
Are you watching? What's going on?
So
like
Barry's
Barry
head
is
peeking
like
around the corner.
poking out from around the corner on all of these scenes.
It's normal.
It's normal. It's good.
So just to like lock in his role, what are you gonna say? You know, he's both the commander and leads the vanguard.
Sure, absolutely.
We want to put him in charge of the army.
That is fair. Okay. Dory, Adam, where do you go talk to AG? Where's AG at? Where do you meet him at? Is he training? Is he doing what? What's the vibe? What's the vibe, bro?
Is AG setting out? I feel like he might be getting ready to move along here. It's been sitting
Getting
a
ready
while.
to throw down, yeah.
He's not set to leave. He's here. He's gonna protect. He does seem to care about Hotaru to some degree. He does seem to care.
Oh, you know what he's doing? He's in the gym. He's pumping the iron.
Well, he's not. Yeah. He's pumping whatever the medieval iron is.
He's kicking the bag. It's like
He's bashing skeletons.
I don't think that's that heavy. I don't think that'd be heavy enough.
Add more then.
There's not that many skeleton people here. There's not that many skeleton people here. It's like maybe two.
Put more on top.
Well, it's true. We are in the last tower. There might not be as refined of a gym.
Yeah, it's a bunch of fucking nerds, guys.
There's got to be something to lift.
He's got that weighted armor on. He's training. He's got the gravity turned up.
He's like punching a bag. There's like in the corner. There's a few broken bags.
Oh shit.
His knuckles are a little red.
All right, go get
him. All right. So Adam just
his shirt's off.
So Adam just kind of approaches, sort of gives him sort of like the up nod.
Up, not back. Punches a few more times.
You ready to do this?
I'm always ready. I'm always ready for a fight.
That's what I like to hear.
Wrestle him.
No, I think we're going to. I think we're thinking that you would be definitely best out in the field, fighting alongside the rest of us. You. I know you're renowned as a leader of mercenaries and a general. But beyond all that, I think you and I both know you're a warrior first.
He smirks.
And I think few things boost morale more than seeing your leader charge into battle, ready for war.
He nods his head, like he likes the idea, but then he has like a thoughtful look on his face for a second as he stops punching. And he kind of catches the bag. What about Hotaru, though?
We'll make it so that they don't get to her.
These nerds, these pencil pushers and researchers, they haven't seen a real war. They can't protect her.
No, but that's what our rabble-rousing crew's here for. We'll be fighting alongside you. And on top of that, we think we may have her willing to try and appeal to her people. So we won't be alone. We have allies in other places too. We have the Tengri. We have others.
Tori's gonna step forward. It would do a lot for her people too to see per night with them.
Night? Night what?
Are you not?
No.
You don't fancy yourself her protector?
I mean, yes, I'm her general and her bodyguard. Do you?
Her sword,
So-
her shield, all that?
Ooh, sounds like a knight in
Come on,
shining
there's
armor to
something
me.
there, isn't
There's his
there?
eyes. Are you not from Are you not from Shao? You talk a lot of medieval things and not things for the place we're in, boy.
Boy. Corey's gonna kind
Boy.
of shrink. Boy? Oh, boy.
Adam just kind of smirked.
I am her warrior, her soldier. I am her bodyguard, her general.
I think if you were all those things, you may not necessarily still be here. I think there's more to it than that, isn't there?
I owe her a lot. I would be dead if she didn't help me.
Yeah, well, if you don't help her, we'll all be dead, so like, yeah.
Well, I gave your buddy my spear, so I'm kind of without my spear. And the weapons here are all right, but it's not quite the same.
Adam looks over at Tori. Hey, I think you said you'd say something like that.
I have here, and she reaches into her bag and pulls out a bag from inside the bag, and it crackles a little bit inside, and she says, "Go ahead, take that." And I hand over the bag. It's got the nunchucks inside.
He reaches in and pulls out the chucks. What are these?
They are, well, I should say, the reason I never used them was because I don't think I was ever worthy, but what you're holding is one of the nunchucks that the Emperor used. That is one of his weapons. You're holding a piece of history.
As well as more proof that you and Hotaru are on the right side of this.
You're handing me one of the main. If I remember correctly from the stories, that's what he used weapons like this all the time. Are you telling me this is one of his?
It has his name on it, and she points to like where it's scribbled in Sharpie.
It fucking would too.
Fuck you, Sorum.
I have, from my history, I have seen paintings, and I have seen his reflection on them, and I know a genuine one has that little Sharpie little black writing on there. That's genuine.
Hated, it's old. Okay.
Try it out. See how you like it. It's probably still good.
Let's make this a roll to see how much this convinces him.
Okay.
What do you want to roll here? Do you want to just roll plus one of your stats? What stat? Probably charisma. Is the most likely. Wisdom might be applicable to some degree.
If I'm talking about how good the weapon is, I want to like boast how good it is. I think that I should roll my dex to emphasize its like usability.
A dex. Dex would involve you using them to demonstrate.
I could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see them.
Let me see. Try that.
Sure.
Okay. He will hand you the nunchucks. Give me a roll.
All right. We'll do 2d6 plus my dex.
Your dex modifier.
Is there any aid Adam can provide with this?
Let's see. Like, what would you do? Is there some appeal you would make to him? Like what would you say to him, maybe? Like, to help convince him? a crazy thing to say would be, well, I mean, if you and Hotaru are a thing, and these are weapons of the Emperor, and you were Hotaru, shrugs shoulders, with an implication there.
This does sound like something Adam's dumbass would say, yes. I like this idea.
Then I would just say that, Sorum, how big's your dex stat?
3.
Make it 4.
Oh.
Am I rolling with advantage?
No.
Okay. 2d6 plus 4. Let's roll it.
You got this, Sor.
The only way you would fail is
Oh my god!
I think I cracked myself in the forehead.
Oh my god!
Tori immediately loses consciousness.
Sick.
Well,
AG looks down at Tori after hitting. She hits herself in the head with a nunchuck. So like,
she did admit she wasn't worthy, and I think it just proved that. Adam just lifts him away from Tori and hands him back to AG. How about you take a few cracks at it?
Okay.
Maybe we spar a bit with him.
Okay.
Hey. Add it to the counter.
I'm going to add it to the counter.
Ooh.
God, I can't believe you rolled 2 fucking 1s. That was the only way you were going to fail. I also had to tick this clock. I mean, this is what I have to do. I have to do this.
That's not fair. Unfair. So unfair.
We fucking lost. Goddamn.
Incredible. That is absolutely incredible.
AG's like, you guys are fucking retards. Why am I even humoring this?
Like, how the fuck are you guys gonna protect the Empress? You're fuck up. So what are you talking about?
That's why we need you.
Okay. I'm gonna give. Okay, Adam.
Yeah.
Because Otto had a very clever move that was perfect for that situation. 2 of you are here, so you can make another roll to try and secure this victory, secure this support. But if you fail, AG's goal will be to protect Hotaru and to help defend the last tower, but he will not be a tick on the counter.
Right, so that would kind of combine him with Hotaru's thing. Okay.
Right, but you would not have another tick on that counter.
I mean, that's fair.
I understand.
That's fair considering the failure. This is already generous.
So what's the thing you're going to do to try to secure his support? Do you demonstrate how powerful you could be with these nunchucks? Do you like through a spar, or do you try to convince him with your words? You're speaking. What do you do? What's the plan? What's the goal?
I was thinking with the spar, it would be potentially a defy danger. I could do it by strength, I could do it by con, but the idea is more that, like, Adam just kind of proves that in spite of silly things happening, we are a capable force. We're not just going to be holding him back on the battlefield.
Sure. You choose whichever one you want to use, and give me the roll. Unfortunately, Tori cannot help you, so she can't add anything to your roll.
That's fine. So Adam,
kind of unconscious on the floor.
So Adam kind of just sort of ditches his gear as well.
You kind of move Tori over to the corner.
Yep. And so he drops the fur coat he's usually wearing. So just kind of revealing his own his own muscles and scars. Well, how about it?
The camera like pans around just to like show his like glistening muscles.
Impeccable valor, respectable muscles.
Respectable muscles. You have on her. He has the nunchucks, and you're gonna spar.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm going. So
stand back, Commander. I'll handle this one.
So
flexing.
And so I will defy danger with strength.
Okay. Let's see what you got. That's a fucking 11.
There we go.
That's what we want.
Okay, so here's kind of what I think happens. You start sparring, and at first it's just kind of normal. You're kind of trading blows. He's trying to get used to the weapon. And it's just kind of like, controlled fighting. You're just kind of testing each other out. You're just kind of doing casual spar. And then the fight keeps going. And it starts to escalate. And then before you know it, you're actually fighting for real. And it's like, oh, we're going for real. It's like, okay. And then you keep going. And then your fight kind of breaks out of the confines of the room. And you start fighting through the halls of the last tower, just ripping shit to pieces.
Oh my
as you both kind of realize just how strong each other are. And people you basically draw out, he gets to see how powerful these nunchucks are and how powerful you are. And that just kind of pushes the two of you to the point of how far can we go? How strong is this guy I'm fighting? He seems to be stronger than I ever expected.
Mm-hmm.
And you end up in a draw. Probably in the cafeteria where you've fucked up a bunch of tables. And he has, I don't know, the what's the Chuck pose? It's not quite hitting you and stopping halfway. I don't know if you can do that. He's about to punch you in the face with his fist and the nunchucks, and he stopped, and you have your spear to his throat.
Oh, you're in a standoff, a Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're both covered in bruises and cuts, and you're both breathing heavily, but you're both grinning ear to ear.
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
I forgot what it was like to fight someone who actually can actually fight. It's been a minute.
Well, what do you say?
He pulls his fist back as you pull your spear back. He looks at the chucks. He kind of tosses them in the air, catches them, and he grins. I think that these will suit me just fine.
All right then, put her there.
I'm gonna tuck this clock up. Because now he has become emboldened, and now he might have designs to become the Emperor with Hotaru.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Let's hope he doesn't die. That would be very sad.
Luigi's gonna show up on that battlefield now.
I'm gonna say it because it might happen.
He's gonna show up on that battlefield and be like, "Hey, are you that freezer guy?"
I thought you were stronger.
Awesome. I'm gonna deck you in the schnoz.
Troy, you wake up. They're gone. The door's been destroyed. And the room is just destroyed.
Fell asleep for a second there.
She finally follows the trail to destruction, and you just see them with their manly handshake.
Their shirts are torn. They're glistening with sweat. She's just like, oh my god.
Oh goodness.
Ooh,
oh my.
Hey, what's
Damn,
going on?
I picked the wrong one.
What's going on here?
Hide. What's this now? Woo.
No.
I think you might have destroyed your chances forever though with that double one. He's not interested in you that same way.
No,
Not at all.
I don't know if maybe it's not Asia she's talking about. Ooh.
Listen, that was amazing, and I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for any other way.
100%.
That was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Deck yourself on the head with the chucks.
Goes to show, first time I use the nunchucks, just bang.
I mean, it's fucking accurate.
He called it. He said himself he wasn't worthy.
The only way that you could fail is like if you do exactly that. What the fuck?
All right.
Well,
We got to
coming off that, what say you go and rouse your Tengu brethren? You can't do any worse.
Damn.
That sounds like a challenge.
Well, that depends. How much time do we have left?
It is 9:41, so it's getting pretty late.
We could do one more, right?
We did a lot of progress. We could probably do one more and then call it good for tonight. But you made a lot of progress. You filled that clock pretty quick. And I'm just gonna do this as time progresses.
Uh-oh.
No.
The clock will get to 6 before or 8. Or no. 6 is 6 is fair. 6 or 7.
I am half prepared for the speech. I need to finish it
hold
up.
off?
I will
we can
hold
do
off
that
this
tonight.
session. Yes. Because I've got something good here, but I don't feel like it's good enough yet. Next time.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
Also, I think Tori's last section for the night was pretty good. I don't think I need to, follow up that performance at all.
Let's do House Cat instead. I think they're the next most important faction.
Yeah, House Cat.
Let's do House Cat then.
Who are you all going to House Cat, or some of you going to House Cat?
I'm okay with the whole party going, but we might want to decide who's going to be the face for parlaying with Eligor.
Otto has the power.
Most logical.
Otto is the logical choice, but Otto also did get one already.
Did Otto absorb the Weeping
No, that was
Mother, or just
that was
some fragment of her power?
that was a
the
different
missing one.
control unit.
It was a
Yeah, the
different
missing
one.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, did he absorb the missing one, or was that like a fragment of his power?
No, he gave him like a chunk of his power.
Okay.
As far as the face goes, Otto's good. I think that the heel should maybe be Lyle or Lyle or maybe Napano. I think Napano had a lot of interest in the House Cat ongoings as well.
I'm okay with Otto spearheading with Napano as support. Just because Lyle...
I have a ton to contribute.
No,
Not sure then? Okay.
Well, I have... I don't really have any abilities that lend to this besides high charisma. Like, my abilities are better for getting information than convincing. If it was D&D, I had high persuasion, but...
I mean, I guess I could chime in from the ghost angle of like, hey, don't you want to fight for the living?
It could be like a not Pono.
Well, there's also there's that angle, yeah, of Otto can appeal as one automaton wanting to eradicate the Cladis to another, and Napano kind of
appeal as the ghost in the machine.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
Sure.
And then we could just, because our goal, because Eligor has already said, and Maji's already reiterated, that Eligor, like the control units getting involved would mean most likely the eradication of all life. Like, if the control units have to...
Bad idea.
if they have to come in there, I swear to God, kind of situation. But
I will turn this humanity around.
Basically,
they will torch the situation basically to do the most cleansing. They're like the extreme
last resort.
But Allegor is the one who's more or less in charge of all of these spirit guardians, and I think our goal should just be to convince him to reroute his sentinels from defending Housecat specifically to helping defend life and defeat the Cladis without, say, eradicating all life. And it also gives him eyes and ears on the battlefield. If he feels like the tide is turning too much against us, then it kind of gives him room to say, all right, you had your chance, before just going.
Yes, specifically he does not want to do. He has stated he does not want to do that.
He's been cool about it, yeah.
But if he has to, he will. And if you ask him to do it, he's like, all right, I'll do it. I can get the other ones to help, but it's gonna be the extreme option.
Yeah, so
Cowabunga it is.
We just basically have to convince him to lend us his dudes without telling them to just kill everything. Like, give us command of his guys, and with the promise that, like, we want to stop the Cladis at all costs. You do what you have to do if you feel like we can't handle it.
Let's have this scene, because I feel like we know these are the things you have to convince him of, like, to have him lend your troops, and to have you let them lead them. Okay.
Make the sale.
You head to Housecat. You are shown as an honored guest into Eligor's chambers. He awaits you upon his seat. He greets you kindly as a giant machine can, who's terrifying. Welcome. You've returned. It is good to see you. Was your trip fruitful?
In a way.
He stares at you for a second, and just kind of nods. He doesn't say anything. He just nods. Very good.
The Cladis is mobilizing.
Is it mobilizing? It is. You're referring to the armies of Emperor California. I die a little inside every time I have to say it.
I know, I love it.
I know you do.
Pretty good, isn't it, Mache?
I fucking hate you.
It's so funny.
They are mustering their forces, I heard. Are you referring to that? They march on the last tower, as I have heard.
Yes.
So they are infected.
Not all of them, but the upper leadership for sure.
Raises a hand to his chin. And you have come here to request my involvement?
Not yours, necessarily, only as a last resort if we should fail, but we thought that maybe the Sentinels of Housecat would be willing to help us in the final conflict. Their purpose has always been to try to safeguard their loved ones who exist in this world after them, to protect this world for the people who are still living, and this would be a way of doing that. Even if they're not at Housecat specifically, the Cladis would spread throughout the world, and it would eventually threaten them. So we thought that maybe some of the ancestors of the people who live here would be willing to help us defend the last tower.
It's a risky proposition you propose.
It's a risky thing that's happening.
The Cladis are a formidable foe, even for us. At their height of their power, they were, for the Sentinels, they were formidable. Many were destroyed in the war, but you would ask me to send them off to potentially be destroyed.
Not necessarily to order them to send them off, but to give them the choice to fight for their loved ones if they so choose. Ask them if they would be willing to stand with us rather than force them into a conflict.
If the Cladis gets to the last tower and becomes one with what's already there, it will be the end of the world. The end of here.
Is this a roll to convince him to help? Because he tells the Cladis, to destroy the Cladis was our purpose. And all of us would gladly fight it. But at the same time as I am the control unit for them, and they have become people of their own, make no mistake, as a ruler of this nation, they also protect our borders against the other nations. So I must consider that if I am to send them. You would ask us to leave this place undefended. If I step up, I would.
This sounds like the fight to end all fights. If we lose this one, it won't matter if your borders are protected. The Cladis will get through eventually.
You say that, and yet, if the Cladis approaches the last tower, now knowing what I know, and it appears that you cannot defend it, I will step in and wipe it out. And there is no need to send my people at all.
Oh, he would just wipe out, like, where the last tower is? He wouldn't go scorched earth on the whole world?
No, because, like, the Cladis isn't, like, all over the course of the world. Well, not to that degree. Again, this would not be if he were to do that and scorch the area around the last tower, this army, the last tower itself, that would eliminate the Cladis for the moment, but the Cladis would still survive. It just would have to try again. But you all would be dead.
Sure.
So he could do that. That is an option for him. And even as he suggests it, that's not an option he likes. He feel like he's saying these things because he has to say them as a leader of his nation. So you're going to have to, you have to roll, because he wants to help you, but he also does need to consider his position. Because he can just solve the situation for, let's just say, 100 years, and then the problem isn't a problem for 100 years.
Sure. That is another reason specifically why we need your Sentinels, however. Our allies are out trying to recruit more allies to help defend the tower, but your Sentinels can do what all the other armies cannot, and that is they're uniquely suited to fight the Cladis and even to detect them. I think that it might be better to keep your Sentinels in reserve to go after, specifically the Cladis forces rather than using them against, the rank and file of the Morosian army. We would want them to detect the Cladis and specifically move to oppose them.
So you would hold my forces in reserve?
I'm kind of speaking for the whole party there. We didn't all talk about this, but I think that's the best way that we would use.
You're talking. This is in the moment. This is a conversation you're having in the moment.
Well, then yes, I'm like, these Sentinels, that's something that only they can do. None of the other troops that we're allying with can do that. That's why we need them. That's why, because we have to eliminate the Cladis in its entirety. We can't let a single one of them escape.
If what you say is true, and Moros itself is corrupted by the Cladis, and their forces move upon the tower now, would it not also be the wisest course of action, the safest course of action for the world, to burn this army to the ground, burn this battlefield to the ground, burn the continent of Moros to ash, return it to a desolate waste, to cleanse this affliction from the world? Would it not be the safer choice for us?
It might. It would be the costlier choice, and so we would ask that you... Yeah, do that only if we should fail. And again, that Otto's alluding that it would only put this back another 100 years. It wouldn't solve the problem permanently, which is what we're trying to do.
Okay, I think it's time to make the roll.
Alright, what are we rolling?
Okay.
Well, you're trying...
Will Otto show him the way?
He's not... When he's giving these counter arguments, he's not... You can feel he doesn't believe in them, but he has to say them. And they are technically true. It would be safer for him and his people if he just went scorched earth on Moros and his army.
But he doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to. So your role is just you appealing to that side of him that doesn't want to do that. So what do you want to roll?
I would say wisdom, because I'm trying to appeal to what he knows in his heart to be true, even if it's not necessarily the intelligent thing. It's the more humane thing, the more...
Wisdom
take your
like
wisdom stat. Take your wisdom stat and add 1 for Otto being there. Whoever's the highest, whoever wants to do the roll. Because Otto is appealing for this, not doing that, and to help you guys fight.
Can I be helpful?
Of course.
I think...
Ooh.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
fuck, Aaron. You hoisted me by my own petard. Okay.
Alright, we'll swim
Capano,
can't fail now.
Is parlay a wisdom? Is that move does?
Parlay...
No, it's
Parlay's charisma.
You can change it though.
Yeah. Change open parlay, change charisma to wisdom, and just remember to change it back when we're done.
Okay.
And then do that roll. And
It says it's wisdom
is the
plus
appeal to the wisdom.
2? What's the plus 2 come from?
Your plus 2.
Do you get some? Do you have some kind of bonus to parlay in your build?
I don't know. It was roll charisma plus 2. I swapped charisma for wisdom, but the plus 2 still remains. I don't know where the plus 2 is coming from.
Mine is a +0, so, and I have a 3 charisma,
Just put
so
+0.
we'll put +1.
Just put +1.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
+1 for Otto helping you in distances. And then remember to remove that and to change it back to charisma.
Alright.
Oh
Woohoo,
shit!
fuck.
Holy shit!
He really doesn't want to do it, I guess.
Assistance not
Like-
required, but great.
Okay.
Literally cannot
After
fail.
putting out these arguments of like, I could just do this, it would be safer for my people, it would at least buy us several hundred years. He lets all those arguments fall away. He does not want to do that. He did that once, and it haunts him to this day. It has never been a thing he wanted to repeat. So like, you cut through that, and he's like, he just kind of nods. You will have our support. Make no mistake. And I will keep eyes on the situation. And if it calls for it, I will step in as much as I can. If I do, it will be terrible, but I will be ready if necessary. And my men, no, not my men, my people will be there to help you in your fight. Have no worry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
We'll do the best we can to make sure everyone gets out of this.
That's a pretty good meter, guys. I think we did really well.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Let's see here. I'm just gonna write this in here. You have the last tower forces, is what I'm gonna call the tick.
Mm-hmm.
You have
The artifacts, I believe, were the skeleton army. Skeleton army.
no,
I think it's the last
that's
tower.
part of the last tower forces.
Okay.
You have Eiji, you have Hotaru, those people,
Barry.
Barry,
Barry.
Yeah, Swim's got the rest.
Rosian,
Looks pretty good.
Defectors, and Rebels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who am I
House cat
forgetting?
automatons.
Oh yes, Ascat.
Basket.
Plus the party.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. I'm trying to make sure I have all the ticks for the other ticks, because you're always going to be tick 1.
Yes.
Any one of these other ticks could be any of these. This will be important when things start to happen and things start to fall.
All right. Well, we managed to get all the best and the easiest ones out of the way this session. Next session is going to be the iffier options, and hopefully that goes just as well. Like we did good this time. We very nearly fumbled the ball on AG, but you know.
You know what? That's a good thing that we went we doubled up.
Yeah. Yep. Apparently.
Yes, it was. If it had just been Tori, I could not. There's
couldn't have spun
I don't know
that.
how to salvage that. It'd be very difficult to turn that around. Not with how you roll.
needed Adam's incredible valor and respectable muscles.
I basically gave you a guaranteed success, and you still fucked it up.
You don't think that he would take pity on us and be like, okay?
No, he wouldn't. It's like, oh god, Hotaru. He would think that. Oh fuck, Hotaru's in terrible danger. I gotta stay near her.
Good lord.
And he would not take the nunchucks. He was like, "You just made a fool of yourself with those. I don't know what they do because you're unconscious." So he just leave.
So funny.
Yes, it was very. Fuck, it's very funny.
Good work, team.
Good work, team.
Good job, everybody.
Okay, let's call that a session then. We're not gonna do the normal experience thing because
I think we're just
guys,
under the assumption we're going to hit level 10 after we're done with these sessions.
I would say so.
We're all sitting at 9
That makes
right
sense to me. Yep. By the time you are preparing for the final battle, I would probably assume you're going to be 10 if you're not
mark.
already. Yep. That's basically what this is. Anywho, it's time to end the recording.
Okay. Bye, YouTube.
Say bye, YouTube. You suck. I
YouTube.
hate
Bye,
you.
YouTube.
Bye.
That's mean. That's mean. But
I mean,
Butts.
booty butt. Booty butt. Booty booty.
Hey.
Booty butt.
Yeah.
Silver,
Hi.
say butt.
But
oh, hi, Silver.
Thank you, Silver.
hi.
Just
I'm creepily listening to all of you this whole
Get
time.
out! You're not a party. Get out! No girls allowed.
Um,
That one doesn't count. It's a robot. Wait.
Okay, I'm cutting the
Leave
recording.
right
This is
now.
bullshit. Bye.